Yoru.
Okay, yeah. Let's go, guys. It's gonna be really fun for sure.
I'll say for one, no Prim Molly, no Raise Nade, no Gecko Mosh Pit.
And on defense, where's your stall?
It's gonna be really fun watching them.
But at the end of the day, it's an FBI
Left
game.
versus
If they shoot really well, they'll
Talon Esport. From me versus Aspas. It's gonna be really wild. Let's go.
This is what you want, to come out with something crazy to catch your opponent off guard. This is going to be a tough game for King, for Itopata to try to adapt to a comp that they probably never scrimmed before.
Dude, I would just cancel.
What is the Yoru even? That's
You
crazy.
just want to fight. You have flashes, you want to fight, you want to fight, you want to fight, you want to fight all the time. Paranoia, flashes, neon stuns to set you up. You wanna
5
be
flashes, 1 stun.
Constantly brawling, I think, with this comp is the only way.
Wow, I did not see that composition coming, but
Who could have?
that's talent, baby. That's talent, and we're in for a good one. Let's see how this all unfolds. We're ready for map 1. We're going to send it over to your casters. My beautiful ball brother from another mother. You got Tom and then that other guy.
Thank you so much, GB. The other guy and Tom here. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. We heard a lot about talent from the guys behind the scenes about how crazy their comps can be, but this, Tom, this might just take the cake.
Yeah, someone's been cooking, and I'm not sure how it smells. I think we'll find out very soon. I'm excited to see it because ultimately,
It's gonna be really fun. Imagine if Talon win this one. I guess it's gonna be really crazy for sure. So actually, like, watching Talon win in this one, I think it's gonna be really insane to pull off if they're actually able to win this one.
And then they've come out with this, which I think is going to be exciting to watch. Whether it's good or not, I don't know. And I want to add in one thing. A Cruise team up against an Americas team in the early stages of a tournament. Somewhere out there, Finesse is panicking.
Well, let's see if Talon taste as good as they smell. That sounded differently in my head. Leviathan on the defensive side for pistol round. A lot of investment. We got Sheriffs and Ghosts with Mazzino, one of the highlight players for me. This guy stands out in the stats. I saw your tweet, Tom, and that's for sure. This composition from Talon, it might be able to put Lev on the back foot.
Already. We know this man's going to end up sitting at the top of the scoreboard. It's just whether or not there's anyone on the other side who can stop him. Primmy's the man we've been looking at, but taking that initial fight. Wow,
Oh my god.
trade is there, and now King steps
Ooh.
leaving just a couple to try and stand, make it just one. Jip Boy's on the wrong side of the map, plenty of time. And okay, that was a nice shot. A couple more of those, he might have a chance.
Yeah, listen, a few players are low, but that dropout of hookah is deadly, and they're all stacked up, ready to take in the late
That's insane.
round. Leviathan up 1-0. The pistol is theirs, but when the rifles come out, this Yoru from Primmy, I'm very excited for what it can do. Cause them to stay in the back lines and maybe, yeah, like I said, put them on the back foot, but this probably isn't the round where we'll see that.
Yeah, it's interesting. It seems like this round at least they had Cruz lurking on the other side of the map on the Omen. Like we see that sometimes with the controller. Basically putting him into position to maybe try and throw a fake in or something like that. So we have to see how that
That's insane.
I also like that we've seen a couple of sort of role switches. We have Mazzino, I believe, in the past playing that Brimstone, and to bring in the Sky, him on the Sky, they've actually swapped things a little bit. Again, seconds into the round.
Wow.
With another opener.
Aspas is insane.
And I don't blame them for avoiding the sniper and going back the other way.
Yeah, look, you got no shields. There's no point fighting an outlaw in general, and when it's in the hands of Aspas, yeah, definitely look for the other side of the map. Weaker weapons do await them there, but again, the dropout, always going to be dangerous. Someone like a Neon could definitely close the distance, but now that's not an option. We'll look to Primmy to try to find that space. Sky flash out, and they've dropped. Already getting pretty close. Now the danger is certainly there for Calm. He's able to grab the one. Overwhelmed by the numbers on the site. A plant secured.
It's gonna be really fun.
Small upgrade for Talon. The plant to be secured now. Better position. It looks like they'll try to fight Mazzino for long control.
Spike planted.
Yeah, I was about to say, heal, get back up to a decent position. The problem is that none of that weaponry has been retrieved. But it's also, other than that sniper, a relatively low investment in this round. Rifles not available for the side of Leviathan. I don't imagine that they expected there was ever going to be a plant in this round. Primmy going to try and play up close. We've heard a lot about this guy and what he can do, but this was not the time for it, unfortunately. And now they're all just going to get slaughtered. One man standing as well.
Well, that was certainly set up to be a very difficult retake, trying to fight their way back through. You saw a little bit of caution from Leviathan playing.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Re-executed Talon, but
Love is insane. Love is insane.
Grouping up, healing, and then taking that 3v1 it would have been on B long, just disrupted by the fact that Leviathan grouped 2 in spawn, 2 in hookah, retake nicely. But look, getting the plant down at least, getting the 1 kill, it doesn't end up coming through for any real economy damage. Leviathan are pretty healthy when it comes to those credits, but here come the rifles for Talon, and we're going to get to see the real game plan behind these agents. Again, you have a Yoru, you have a Neon, the ability to quickly turn the tide of a fight that you set up is there. The only question is if they can find success against the squad of this caliber.
Oh!
Immediate push.
Goff! Overheat! Overheat! Let's overheat! Time out! Time out! Time out! Time out! Time out! What the heck? Time out! Time out! Time out!
But they're still playing with SMGs. Normally nowadays you don't see this harder.
Governor. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So this is a round that Talon can't afford to lose. It would be such a boost to the economy of their opponents.
Yeah, the free upgrades would be there, as they already have been in part. Kings recovered that Vandal.
Mazzino is.
4 versus 5.
Oh my god!
A little bit of damage done, but it's Jit Boys down to 30. A little bit of heal to come through. They've at least secured themselves 1 kill, but off that pick, they're not quick enough to take the site control. Leviathan have rotated in, and by the time they go for this hit, and Tom, it does look like they're still going to go for this hit. There's going to be 3 players waiting on site, 2 rifles as well. This is not an easy take by any metric, and Jit Boys has gone down ahead of the take. Now Aspas is farming on the site, 4 already.
Oh my gosh! Aspas!
Bonus and a chance for a little bit more with Tex on the outlaw.
Playing it patient though. All in all, a pretty successful round already for the side of Lev, but at this stage, you've still got your sniper. You're gonna sit there and hope that you can take this one over the line. Flash is gonna give the game away, and he's teleporting quite far from the site. He's not got enough time. No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear.
For me.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. That's actually kind of bad.
You know, panic. I guess. I assume.
Hey, he's fairly new. We'll give Privy a break. He's only coming very recently for this squad. He's only been on the Pacific stage a few times.
Second game of Yoru, but I'm sure he's played it a lot in rank. That is a disappointing way to lose out in the round. You can see Itapata having a little laugh at the end. That's a relief of a round handed to Leviathan, and now 3-0, a phenomenal start. Sure, they don't get to save over all those weapons. It wasn't flawless by any stretch of the imagination, but they will be happy with what they've acquired. Showstopper online for Aspas after a big round in the last. Here's Yoru taking control.
Ooh, for me.
Nade greets him, and he's down to 7.
For me.
Heavy. That's going to give a good chance for Aspas to delete him later on with the Outlaw.
The goal will be for Talon to try and get into some of these closer range positions. Aspas, he seems well aware of what Cruz has attempted. And just with the amount of delay they currently have, in fact, look at where the Leviathan players are, never mind, look at where they were. Jit Boys has managed to already drop 2, and this round now looks doable.
It does, with Aspas on 8 HP especially. Even that Showstopper might not be able to be used. Be shot out of the sky with just the 1 bullet, and he was almost wall banged out of the round. They know that King's around this position. The bait doesn't work. Governor's now trapped in a corner, worried about the peek out from heaven, and King soon to look for that kill. Orbital strike to push him into the open. Leviathan feeling confident, and then they should be. Down goes Ban, it's only Governor. 1v3, low on Aspas, and he gets the first. Adjustment's almost there. King dodges the shot to the head, but they have to push into him. Snake bite, not covering him. He has a small angle, and King's about to swing into it. Question is, will he wait for the support? The wall bangs force him down to 50 already, but Governor's tag low as well. Low enough for King to survive that. Third kill in the round, and 4-0.
4-0.
Best of luck though, and they made this look doable at a point.
Yeah, I think Jit Boys was the main part of that round. Being able to hit a couple of shots, we know that this guy has definitely got some crispy aim in his back pocket. It's just been a quieter start for the rest of the team. Governor at least able to find, I believe, his first in that round, but for Ban and Cruz, we haven't really seen too much, and I think going back in with another buy, it's going to be fairly important that they get themselves onto the scoreboard soon. Bear in mind that this is the map that they've chosen the one that they're going for, and then Ascent up next. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say their chances are around the 5% mark. I think I think Leviathan have looked incredible on that map.
Yeah, Talon essentially got a choice of Icebox or Ascent, whichever one I think Leviathan would be happy to play.
Although we did think that with FPX.
Yeah, no, you know what? Fair enough. There's always that chance. But, Tom, if it's a slow start, if it keeps going this way, I'm not going to feel too confident about the bounce back coming into the next. We need to see Talon showing up. And like I said, last round, there was some serious promise there. They got a good amount of kills. It looked winnable at a point, and just a fight or two. Primmy losing
out an ult as well.
Yeah, they got rid of the orbital strike. And if Primmy wins that duel on Bath, they might even win the round. But that's not how it goes down this time. And now coming into the buy round, that showstopper's still there for Leviathan. They've upgraded to an operator as well. The defensive side has so much to work with, and the Bath control challenged by Primmy. He's the only one here. If he wins this fight, you're cutting it down to just a one-angled approach, and they've heard the steps. Let's go. What he's about here.
That's the ult at least. That was the goal. He's using it. Immediately.
Oh, nice one.
Have to force King back.
Yeah, check the info.
Making their way through middle, but they
nice one.
Governor behind. He's trying to catch someone as they rotate, and actually, the whole team is going to rotate. They haven't pulled anyone though.
Oh, nice one.
That kill's so important. Mazzino.
Bruh!
Talking about him being a hero, but it's only going to be the one. The trade, fantastic, and the best opportunity we've seen so far. Ban. Play aggressively though, and that might be a problem.
Yeah, that hasn't worked out. Primmy
grabs nice one, nice one, nice one. That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
Secures the round. Talon, one round on the board. A nice fake on A. Some risks taken. Primmy's control over Bath, if that goes awry, and the advantage is there for Leviathan, but the ult, once that's online, they see the players, and I think, yeah, they assumed that there was going to be some form of rotation, but even with Mazzino catching them off guard and finding one kill, he's shut down immediately.
The big kill was this first one, this entry. Like, you see comms caught with utility in hand, and from then on, it's all dominoes, because they were very low on the clock.
They're doing great, they're doing great.
Left. If Com's still alive at the back, that's a much, much tougher take. The fact that Governor, as a solo lurk, eliminates him is great. And look at the economy already. Okay, Governor.
Oh my god, Governor.
Ooh,
Governor!
As well. Well, this round is already over.
Yeah, pretty much. You're down to Calm and Mazzino. Weak weapons to try to clutch it back. Last round, too, Aspas tried to use the showstopper, so that's not there for them even in the future. Good recovery early on in the half by Talon. Looks to be 4-2. And they're even moving the right direction. Yeah, the only advantage that you would have here for Leviathan is if Talon go blindly.
This is really
maybe Cruise TPs.
This is really insane. They actually respect Leviathan so much. They end up like, yeah, I think we better play together instead of like playing other side. You know, that's kind of insane.
And from that point, Leviathan.
They give Leviathan so much respect. Holy shit, that's cool.
The economy starting to get pretty healthy for the attackers after last two.
The fact that they won it fairly clean.
That's clean.
Slight upgrade at least.
That's really clean.
So although their economy should be good for the next round, he may consider just looking for an exit and then holding on to the gun. And for
Com forgot the team.
He saves the bucky, he's lost the point.
Why? Why he used EG though?
I think he's looking to try and get closer to the spike.
You're in Leviathan with EG, bro.
Okay, he's going to win a 1v1 with a classic versus a rifle. Yeah, fair enough. That is an upgrade. Saving.
What you gotta do? What you gotta do?
He may get caught by Cruz, but he's definitely aware of the angle. He's going to win that fight as well.
What the?
2 kills. I spoke about exits. I don't think they're ever going to get more than that. And he gets an upgrade.
Yeah, both players will get upgrades out of that, and you're nice and comfy. I mean, they already have the rifle on Mazzino, so there's no need to go down to that spike. Carry it forward to the next.
Let's go. I still believe in Talon. I'm still believing in Talon. Even though my first seed in my PKMs is probably left, but I still believe in Talon. I still believe in Talon. I think I believe in Primmy.
Catching Calm off guard with util in hand, and then this time the stun goes in, the dash, and then again another little
that's cool, bro.
Beautiful stuff from this man, and well, he got to farm up some of those eco kills. He got the entry in the last. Let's see what he can do here. Coming into round 7, rifles for all.
I also feel like with this sort of agent, with this sort of comp, you need him just being as confident as he is. Even if it doesn't work every single time, just not falling back, and he is. He's going straight back for it. Past the Molotov. King's trying to bait out the idea that he's still going forward.
What?
All of the util. Okay, I've maybe a little bit of an injection of fear, but the rest of the team have still capitalized. Primi
Ooh, nice
holding
one.
his ground on the flank. They've kept this advantage, but for a moment, as Cruz again attempts to TP, this is
Ooh.
absolute chaos.
Come.
Back into a 2v2 scenario. Ult popped as well by Primi,
Oh!
and now it's just one. Again, we talk about this man.
Primi, you need to do something. You need to do something, Primi.
But I don't even know if he's going to peek this in time, and not quite quick enough. Com will take his head off and give a 5th round to Leviathan.
What?
You mentioned that Governor needed to have
What
that
is this
confidence,
game?
less confidence than what we saw in that round.
What is this
Just a
game?
small
What
bit
the
less. That was a little
What is this
crazy.
game?
Popped up the fast lane and tried to take the space, and you know, you can pump the brakes every now and then. A timeout for Talon on the back of that round, and somewhat expected. This was pure chaos, and Aspas being able to survive towards Lambs, grab that little bit of extra space. Again, the TP up into heaven for Cruz, just not working out. We've seen it a couple of times now.
Bruh.
There's always that extra player to catch him off.
That's the thing, even though Governor goes down, there were moments in this round where it was even, multiple times, just because they are pulling Leviathan into the chaos that they want.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for, yeah, as you said, a player getting caught off trying to TP, Cruz currently having a rough time, maybe he left a little bit further back, or even just when that 2v2, I think it's Primi in his ultimate and the other player ends up getting caught, it's like, if they can go from absolute chaos into a little bit more synergy, I actually think that these rounds are going to be much harder for Leviathan to play than if, again, you're trying more set executes, because they are losing so much ground instantly.
They're
just to the
yapping.
stuff that Governor is
He's
doing.
yapping.
The credit you have to give those that Leviathan are
He's
adapting.
yapping
Like,
for
they're
sure.
very quick with the rotation. Like Com has been that B-side player. He was on the flank so fast. Like, he knows that this is a commitment with what he was able to find on the other side of the map. And I think that's going to be the main thing. If they can spot where this push is coming, it becomes a lot easier for them to hold their ground.
Let's go.
And you know, some of the things they're missing, like Cruz going up into heaven, you imagine there's a smoke there, a Yoru flash behind it, and they can peek in. It even for Governor's initial entry, you pump the brakes, wait for Mosh Pit. Once it's gone, flash out, fast lane, you're taking sight. Like, we're not seeing that synergized level. Sometime coming down to those individual plays that aren't working out. But
go.
you can understand it, like we said, the confidence for Governor was
Okay.
high after the last couple. He's done some damage and forced out the Viper's Pit
And
in the
snake
first
bite.
couple seconds.
Like you could see that Com is going, he might just run it down. I want to make sure that my pit's set up, but also that I'm within it and safe.
Ooh,
so he
ooh.
just has to use his U2 immediately.
Ooh,
And this
Jitboy
time
need
they
to do
haven't
something
just
in this one.
executed off it. Maybe they were scared away. Jitboy's, though, is going to be
Ooh, that's one. Ooh, that's one.
But this guy's aim is so crispy. 2 players dead. A third one there. And the third one is probably the one you're most scared of.
Yeah, it would be staying tucked in as well. Is Aspas going to overstay his welcome there? Talon
Ooh.
go back towards it, they'd be in trouble. And you have Calm sat inside the pit, cautious that
Let's see
someone could be
Aspas.
dropping
Let's see
out.
Aspas. What he gonna do?
Play out of Hookah, and well, based on the icons on the map, that might be exactly what we're gonna get. Still sitting around mid
Oh.
is Cruz, looking for the fight. Paranoia goes through. That's ultimately just keeping players in position on A. The full executes the B side.
Okay.
They're gonna bypass the pit and leave Calm basically
Okay,
out of the round.
Calm. You need to do
Has to
something,
fight.
Calm.
From a not so favorable angle. Instead, he's just going to give it up, drop the pit.
Oh
play a retake with his
no.
squad. But the re-pit from Talon, that's secure in spawn side. They have a good idea where Com is, that's for sure. And Mazzino's known to be towards A. This round seems to be tied up in a nice bow.
The only problem could be if they think Com is still towards long, because that's where the pit was. But even still, it would have to be a massive oversight for no one to think
I
he
think
could have
Ban
got
is
to
Yeah,
watching it.
I think it's better to save in this one.
Mazzino's already been spotted. Not really an opportunity to get out of here either for Com, unless they're just going to completely abandon their posts and
Or maybe he can ninja.
going to try and wait for them to back away and then do exactly the same himself, which is what he's managed to do. I
Oh
think he
no,
will get out of
same
this
thing.
with the
Yeah,
guns.
better. That's the better one.
something
That's a
at
better.
least, but again,
That's a better play.
It's these. I think the thing that's working out is firstly, Jit Boys. Whenever he's put in a position to frag, he has been unbelievable. But also, just the way that they're reacting. Like they didn't blitz through the pit this round. They didn't just try and run it down through. And because of that, you see the reaction of their opponents trying to find out. They need that info. They need to know where this take is coming. And when that happens, well, it becomes very easy for them to just pick the rest apart.
Well, I think that it comes back to what you said a few rounds ago, Tom. The fact that this squad of Leviathan is adapting well. You're seeing this on the Talon side. They're constantly looking to do something else. If you're pushing A, you're making the noise there, they'll push B, they'll take the space. If you do nothing, well, let's sit in defaults and see what their adaptation is. And here it was to give Jit Boys 2 fights that he took, well, seemingly with ease. 5-3.
Okay.
Recovery from Talon clear in the early half. The attack side's not going to let this one slip. It's going to be more of the same for them. A little bit of noise on B. Getting caught by the flash. Leviathan know there's players outside of it, but again, Jip Boys and Cruz holding down those A aggressive angles. Of course, though, Leviathan making the adjustment from last round. Last time we pushed and they were waiting. Now we'll just wait.
It still means they have to go for these gambles. Now, the thing is, they've got the flash still available with the Dizzy on Tex, and then a singular flash remaining for Mazzino. So he's got to time it well. The goal will either be to try and play it with the retake, which, considering how passive the A site players currently are, I think that might be the plan. Either that or just use that flash late, which is what he's doing right now, to get information. Nothing found on the B site, an aggressive push as well from Com. Now, Com doesn't have anything to play with in this round. He's literally just got himself...
Come lurking in this one.
They now know everything they need.
All the rifles stacked up. Thrash in heaven, ready to be fired out as soon as that deep space is taken.
It's gonna be really hard for Com,
There's
though.
actually a Dizzy fired up and a drop down.
Oh!
That's Governor gone.
Oh!
Aspis doubling up, and then Tex comes into the fight. He's being pressured.
Oh!
Actually swings out a little
more.
wide. King's there for the trade afterwards, and with 12 seconds left,
Oh,
the
no,
pressure's on.
he's dead,
Cruz
he's
needs
dead.
to go for it. The
He's dead.
shorties chasing him down, grabbing a rifle. Com finishes it off. 6 on the board for Leviathan.
Com.
The lead extended now, and a chance
My God,
to
Com
lock
missed
in the
that.
lead at the halftime.
You know as well, the Com in that moment is going, me being alive and not throwing this is so much more important. Like, I need to play angles that only work with the shorty. But he's ultimately what wins them the round. Like, you can look at the numbers, you can look at the players that got the kills, but it was the flash that was thrown out long towards the B site, and then having that deep control into Hookah where he was able to get the information so everybody could flank. And it's exactly the same that happened a few rounds ago. He did the same thing where he gets in on a fast
Tax is
flank,
good.
and
Tax
because
is
of
good.
that, they have all the players there. Sure, you needed the likes of Aspas and others to hit the shots, but without that info, you can't stack that site.
Yeah, really important early round for Leviathan. And I wonder if Talon are going to make the adjustment. They're seeing that the Sky Flash, when it doesn't get contact, the aggression comes through. This time they have a player there tanking the flash. And early on, that's going to deny Leviathan the opportunity to walk up. For Leviathan, maybe they decide to go walkabouts elsewhere. That's why Jip Boys is still in this position. He had success before. He's just begging them to push down on short.
What bang gonna do?
Side, but that's not coming through.
Okay, no info yet.
Not really finding too much information, just the one player spotted by it. And I think the idea is to make the noise, drag the rotations, and now they've got confirmation. They've heard the Brim smoke go down. So on Talon, you know that extra players come in. Typically, Brimstone, King has been on that A side. And I think they'll TP to A and take a quick hit.
The thing that makes me nervous is just the ults. The defensive side have so much to play with. They didn't need the Thrash for the last round. Orbital Strike available. They've got a Showstopper. You can't be hitting this site late. And while it's going to be 40 seconds, as Talon make their move.
Yeah, the rotations are already
in. Everything
missed.
missed.
Up. They try to pressure after the ult goes through. But
Oh!
Tex, Aspas, they're all here. And there's still one man that's flown under the radar. Talon have Jip Boys on 26 HP. It's fair to say the responsibility sits with Cruz.
Oh, that's insane.
Well, blinking, you miss
That's
it.
clean.
Sure
That's a really clean one. That's a really clean one. Holy shit. That was so freaking clean.
Guaranteed a lead at the half.
Wow.
The question is by how much?
Yeah, I think we've gone from one extreme to another. Like in the early rounds, it was those blitzes through that took so much control, so much space, which made Leviathan have to adapt and start using utility early. You'd see really early Molotovs, really early snake bites. Now it's gone into this much slower pace. They're playing patiently, they're using the initiators to get the information, and then they're rotating with pretty much plenty of time to spare. I feel like Talon almost need to at least claim a little bit of map control early, just so that if they are going to go for one of these hits late in the round, they actually have some ground to go in and they haven't given everything over to their opponents.
I'm looking for the attack side ideas laid in. One orb away from Primmy's ult, which found them a lot of success in clearing out sites, though I think still more can be desired from it. Will be online for the last round, at the very least. Maybe you can find it here. Push up towards A.
Let's see. What are you gonna do?
Left on the other side of the map to cause some chaos. They've again caused that rotation to come through on B, but look, the dog's just gone down B long. It's seen absolutely nobody. Rotates now back to A, but this is the first
nice one.
time in a while that Talon are finding the site relatively undefended. And and the kill goes in on the other side of the map. Chaos for Leviathan. They're picked off.
That's really
left,
good.
right, and center. Mazzino has the pressure on him. The whole squad coming towards him. Bar Jip Boys, who's left behind. A flash on the left, a swing on the right, but the dash
Goff
keeps him alive. A little slide around for Governor, and with 7 HP, keeps the 5v1 in fruition.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of what Governor's doing is just irrational and annoying, but when you're sat on the other side, it's so difficult to play against.
No chance. No chance
King.
of this one.
Finances are good.
And Dog there.
You're going to be going into the last round, so you might as well try and challenge this. And Governor again, it's a flawless, but now going the other direction.
There's no
like
chance to win that.
Like, one of the things that we noted was how easy it was for Comp to push up. So they go for an initial fight towards that A site, and then they fall back and they just wait for him. Because he is going to push that, because he's succeeded doing it 4 rounds in a row.
That is the adaptation. That's what we wanted to see. Coming into last round as well, Yoruwolt's going to be online, and like I said, Talon have had some success with this. Having Primi lead the way, the rest of the squad cascading behind him, Governor quickly executing on that information. We'll see if Leviathan have an early strategy of their own, because I see a stack up towards this B site, ult used by Governor. The finger guns are out, but Jip Boy still
Oh,
having
Jip
success.
Boy!
Every time they push an angle, this guy's holding. He's good to double up and then some. Mazzino's going to try to deal with him now. Oh, and he's turned at just the wrong moment. But it doesn't seem to matter too much. A 4v2 with Governor's
Oh,
pick.
shut it, turning off in the wrong
For a
moment.
while. I think Mazzino's still wary that they could be on the other side.
Goose? Oh, nice one.
The plant's going to be denied. That will allow for a rotation. The fact is they could still go back if they wanted to. A hero desperately needed for the side of Leviathan. Otherwise, Talon will have at least been able to close the distance from the way that this half started. Don't know if they're going to be given anything, although a few fights offered up to King.
Okay.
Still a flash for Ban if they need it. Same thing for Primi.
Ooh, nice one.
Governor doesn't seem to want any help. Going in for the fights by himself. There's the Primi flash, and there's the closer. Great half from Governor and from Talon, recovering to a 7-5 scoreline.
Let's
That's not bad.
go.
That is certainly
That's really good.
manageable.
That's really good.
Leviathan don't have a crazy attack side of their own.
Yeah, I think it's a few of those multi-frags that came out. I think Jip Boys did a very good job
Oh my God.
of just this incredible sort of fights. But either way,
Jitboy aim is clean though.
after a short break.
Like, I think Goff in this game, he's so freaking aggressive. I love it so much. He's so freaking aggressive and just like take a fight. That's a real duelist play. That's insane. I love it for sure. And Aspas, honestly, like Aspas doing good, but it's not that kind of good, you know. I've been expecting him to just popping every single hat off, but he doesn't do that right now. I guess it's come back to the team again, you know. Oh, I still can't imagine like if Lav lose this game. I think Pacific is on the top right now. It's gotta be really insane for sure. Like Pacific is gotta be on top because like yesterday, Genji already won the game, and also DRX also won the game. If Talon proved them they can be able to beat Leviathan in this tournament, I think basically Pacific is on top right now. Like, it's insane. I hope they actually able to manage things out like for Talon, because I think Premi is really insane. I put the high expectation for Premi, and he actually delivered in this game. It's pretty insane also. I think this game, like Governor and also Premi doing really great.
Welcome back to half number 2 of Leviathan.
But also
versus
Jitboy is
Talon.
pretty.
The first half, the
Holy
attack
shit,
side
Jitboy
for
aim is
Talon
really
went
good.
according to plan.
Really good.
5 rounds
It's
on the
insanely
board.
good.
Big contention from this squad and some hope of them being able to take this map. Ascent, the next map up, doesn't look quite so good for them and looks very good for Leviathan. So if they're going to do it, we need them to do it here. We've said that before and it's been wrong, but I'm not so sure this time.
Yeah, we'll keep saying it. We'll keep being wrong. I don't mind. I don't mind. I think one of the sort of saving graces is when we saw this map play versus G2, it was a 8-4 defense for Leviathan, then they really struggled on the attack. I do feel like G2 are a bit of a different beast on this map, and especially with this composition. We were sort of talking about it during the halftime. It's like, how are you going to make a Neon Yoru defense work? And as I said, I have a lot of faith in Cruz, his imagination, and I'm sure the coaching staff have come up with a lot of ideas. It's whether they work.
Let's see.
Whether they work versus Leviathan.
Let's see King do.
4 players B at the beginning of the round. This looks like almost a direct counter to whatever pistol they think their opponents have got planned. And the stun, decent, but they don't get anything off it.
Yeah, Tex was waiting for Primmy's peak, but even as he swings out now, he's caught. An opening duel for the side of Talon. They keep their control. And the players still looking to get aggressive around here. There's no need to rotate all too heavily. They've got themselves a nice early advantage. The question is now, with 4 players on B, as the timer ticks down, do they start to rotate?
Over towards long.
4 long.
It's weird. They're almost playing this like an attack. Like, let's
Only
group up
Pacific
together.
playing
We've got
this.
one
Only
lurker on
Pacific
the
playing
other
like this.
side of the map.
Here we go.
And well, another one coming up. Mazzino trades one, but Ban's done well. Calm on the lurk. But he probably knows now that there isn't going to be anyone else here. It's whether or not Aspas can actually retrieve this spike.
No blast packs to get him in and out. And Cruz quickly takes his head off. Calms flank all that remains of the round. And like you said, the spike is down. He's going to have to probably TP to go and get that.
Is that?
The loud way, the long
Bruh!
way.
Where?
He's already spotted him. He's put in a box. 20 seconds left.
Kill it.
4 kills. Spike plant. And next to no time.
Come on, Jit boy.
Spams are really what it comes down to. And there's a man right
bro!
Knife out. No, okay. Thank you, Cruz. Let's applaud Cruz for that one. He's saved at least a little bit of pride for Calm. 7-6, a pistol for Talon. The gap's closing.
Yeah, I think Cruz maybe needed to kill a little more. He's been having a rough one so far, but I'm sure he would have wanted to humiliate Com just as much as anybody else on that team. But you can see, again, they're playing such a hard game to read. Like 4 players over towards this B.
That's insane.
Right off the rip, they must have been convinced in their read on what Leviathan like to do in the pistol. Either that or they were just going to attempt to jump straight through the TP if anything was shown on the other side. Governor, well, it's looking like more of the same. He loved playing in showers in the first half, and he's back again.
Oh no. Goff.
Decoy. Noise heard. Leviathan take control over Bath again, leaving Calm on the other side of the map to try to get this done. Catch someone off. We've already seen what his classic can do, so pretty confident in his duels. The Bath control. This is
no.
Primmy. He's going in for the fight against a lot of pistols, but the TP comes through. Big rotation. Flash is good.
Oh my god, Primmy!
And the round is secure.
Primmy!
Gorgeous stuff. 7-7, tied up now. And
holy shit, 7-7 right now. Holy shit!
When buy rounds come out,
that's insane.
The limitations potentially of this comp, but like you said,
oh my gosh, this is insane. This is insane.
I think we've already seen a couple of them. The fact that again you've got the classic sort of Tiger setup where you have the screen blocking and then you have the pop flashes through.
Holy shit, this is cool. This is cool.
On the other side.
This is really great.
It's a lot easier to do that versus pistols than anything else, but again, like this is something that Lev won't have been prepared for, won't have been practicing against. For now, a couple of Guardians, Bulldog, Judge.
Oh no. Oh, they gotta play retake. Yeah, they gotta play retake for sure.
Snake by blocking out the backside, but Governor's up top.
Go can do anything in this one.
Looking
it's really hard.
One of these players with the Marshal, deal some damage, but he's forced back by the spams. Leviathan get control of sight. Plant in, no flank, but they're watching it with Calm just in case. Snakebite already used, like we said, so there's a little bit of post-plant utility stripped from them. But in this round, you're going to look to do the damage with the rifles. There's a Judge on Jit Boys that's going to have a tough time in taking anywhere else other than Lamps, and so he's following the dog straight through, already tagged up, and they give him the space. Little tap from Aspas as well. He's making it costly in terms of health, but now he's dropped. Quick peek by Governor's good.
Oh my god.
Decoy reveals the position to Mazzino, starting to connect the dots on where these players are, and Mazzino wants to make a play, but straight
my god.
the entire force of Talon. King steps up when needed. His 4th kill.
Oh my god, King!
But the Molly buys him a little bit more time. Up quickly as Governor.
Kill it. Oh my god, King! Oh my god, King! Holy shit! Holy shit, bro!
It's funny, we were having a conversation in the group.
Oh my god, King is insane!
Talking about Aspas, Mazzino, and you were like, maybe if those 2 guys don't turn up. What I say to you, I was like, what about King? What about King?
Wow, that's actually insane.
They've desperately needed him in this round because, again, Talon are
Whoa.
just moving up like a death ball.
That was
And the thing
nuts.
is, every single time somebody was swinging into this angle, they got destroyed until King, the final
my
blockade
God.
standing in their way.
This is
Well, listen,
insane.
I'll say this. Talon have had 2 very impressive bonus rounds. When it comes to those low buys, they're getting a lot of damage done. And that may stand to them if they can win this one.
Oh, they gotta
Talon
fight
will
this.
then
They
be
gotta fight this.
Lower on cash.
Yeah.
8-7. The scoreline close to neck and neck. A slight edge to Leviathan. The rifle's out for Talon with an ult on Primmy again, but this time defensive side, it won't have that same effect. But if Leviathan keep pumping the brakes on this, he might just use it for the info.
All right, Governor. Everybody's favorite operator angle. You've pushed all the way through showers. I feel like I've said that about 8 times with him so far this game. The
Oh my
problem
God.
is it locks down a lot of
Nobody
control.
hold A.
They are just
They gotta play retake in this one?
I think they're starting to realize how much
Yeah, they're playing
capital
retake.
in these rounds are being taken by Talon. And because of that, they just have a free amount of space. Now, the good thing for the side of Talon is not only do you still have Showers control, which is about to be
Oh, Gov?
shot is
Gov?
missed, and now, well, Governor's under real trouble. Straight down.
Oh!
Oh, Comma's just been absolutely destroyed. He's been
Oh!
made to look a fool. This man is in the spawn fighting absolutely everyone. They can't quite deal with him. And
Oh my God, that's so good. The YouTube is so good. Oh, that's right. That's a really good try. Oh my God, they win this one. They win this one. Oh my God, they actually win this one. Whoa, that's insane. That's insane. That's a big one. That's a really big one. Holy shit, that's
Let me tell you, we talk
wow.
about Primmy coming in here. The Governor seems to be the
Wow.
one in charge. My goodness, what an incredible... I don't know how
Goff
he
is
got
insane.
caught sliding around through his
Look
own
at this.
fast lane and
Yeah,
look at this.
and he just. Oh my God, that's insane.
Didn't even take any damage. That was like some SSX.
Oh my God, that's
level
actually
stuff, like
insane.
It's glass cannon, too.
He's got it, yeah, like, you know, the meter on the side, the style
Yeah,
points
yeah,
are just
yeah.
going off the damn charts.
You're on fire.
I don't believe what I've just witnessed, and I don't think Com does either. Like, you just gotta go, right. They had the little sit down earlier. It's like, yeah, it's really good to see him. I don't think he'll say that after this. No, every time I see him, I don't want to. I don't want to have that. 15 and 10, 15 and 8. The 2 duelists thriving. 8 and 8. Like, let's be real. I think most people are looking at this and going, maybe they get to 5.
Yep, I said 6 backstage.
It's a talent squad that, as I said, I'll always give the benefit of the doubt to Cruz in like early matchups at tournaments, because I think they come in so well prepared. I think they come in with innovative comps, and that has stayed with him through X10, through Xerxia, and now in Talon. Like, they have always been annoying and weird, but in the best possible ways. And I think that the
8-2-8 right now. 8-2-8 right now. It's intense game. It's intense game for sure.
Some wild shit.
Say what you will. This is fun to watch. I'll say
100%.
that.
This is really fun.
Boring team.
Fan.
Oh, yeah. It might be a little painful for the Lev fans, but for the rest of us, this is goddamn fun. I want more of Talon.
Who would have believed that in the server right now, Aspas is the 3rd best duelist?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, let's see. It's 8-8. Talon have caught up, and now Leviathan are left down to just pistols. 1 rifle, and it's on Aspas. He's got the Guardian creeping out through the smoke, blind, and Aspas is dropped immediately. Jit Boys
Oh, Jit
cannot
Boy.
be pushed, and he's got Ban by his side.
Oh.
Cruz as well.
My God,
They're
they actually
dominating
pushed
every
it.
duel. Calm's left alone. Similar scenario. We've seen this one before. Just a classic to work with. And
Wow, that's so clean. That's so clean. The eco is so clean. The anti-eco is so
He
clean.
came out of there with 1 kill. He's certainly catching up with the pack.
Oh my God.
I think he got a couple in the
8-pack is
pistol and
insane right now.
denied a knife. But they now take the lead. We were questioning how this was going to work over on that defensive side. Governor's operator was something we talked about. I think it's been far more aggressive than expected. He's playing it more like a
Goff is
champion than anything
insane.
else.
Look at that. Goff, me, and also Jit Boy looks insane in this map.
Like just being able to dodge and weave. But this is where they get the rifles back on the board. Ults, good for the side of Lev. Like, these are high impact ults, and they are ready this time.
Careful, Goff.
Doesn't matter.
Com's pulling off his best Jit Boys cosplay. Governor on the other side. He's got cover. He's being watched by Primmy. There's no free swing for Leviathan to take, and only risks for the attacking side. They've gone up.
Then you're gonna
smoked off
rotate for sure.
on long, but they've managed to retrieve
see.
themselves an orb. And now Seeker's online for Mizzino as well. 3 high-impact ultimates in play. You can see with the tracers, yeah. Primmy's got that angle on lock. The wall goes up, and he'll take the space. I like this push, especially because he doesn't actually have a gate crash.
Oh, it's gonna be really big. It's gonna be.
This is
Already decayed.
Oh my god, he actually hear it.
taking a risk.
Oh my god!
But a trade back again from King. This guy has been on point. 45 seconds on the clock. Seekers being popped as they look to make their move. There's the
Oh my god, Goff.
again from Governor. Seemingly unstoppable. Ultimate.
Oh, he got shut down. Oh my god, that's pass.
To the plate. Puts them in an advantageous position and bam!
Oh!
He seemed like he was unaware, but he actually wins that fight.
Oh, this is really. It's gotta be really rough. Can you have the ult? Backs off from the ult.
Just in case. Talon need to move
Oh, this is gonna be really hard. Really, really hard. It's gonna be really hard to play.
Really contribute to that being possible.
Well, let's see.
They're waiting in case there's someone close by. Maybe not yet realizing the post-plan setup they're about to run into. Here comes Orbital Strike to start.
Off. Nice one. It's off.
But damage is done. 25 and 8.
Oh, no.
In goes Thrash. I actually thought it would be a
Nice
different
one.
order to this with the Mosh Pit coming in next, but they need to be quick now. The Mosh Pit's a little bit late. They've already gone most of the way.
Oh my
But
god,
the
it's
Razor
so
killed
close.
just in time. King has
Oh
saved
my
the day,
gosh,
and
that's
Van
so
is going
close.
To save on the other side of the map. That was
Oh my
a little
god.
bit too close. I felt my heart skip a beat.
Oh my god, this game is so
I don't think there was
insane.
any world where he would get even close to that diffuser with a couple of mollies still available. But I guess maybe not knowing how low. Well, you wouldn't know how low that player was, other than the orbital strike, like gambling on how much it had connected. Luckily, even if we were nervous, it seems like King is the safest pair of hands. And what Aspas? I think the only surprise from Aspas in that round is that he doesn't get the
Look
third
at this.
kill.
Oh my, this is so close.
That was a pixel.
That's a
Someone's
pixel.
gonna screenshot it with it complete, but
Yeah.
That's a pixel for sure.
It's 1 tick away. 1 tick too many. Talon robbed of double digits. We're now back to 9-9. Leviathan pushing the credits down lower, but Talon still have some to fall back on. Governor's gone for the Outlaw in this round.
they could afford an operator, it seems. Like, there's plenty of credits still around, so
Or even just a rifle. He's been damn good with the Vandal, but he's going in for the Outlaw. I respect the hustle. Let's see if it pays off.
For me?
He is not moving. He is standing his ground. Paranoia, but I don't think
Oh,
the
nice.
timing was there. I don't even know how Primmy has gone down to that, but I guess we'll need a replay of that one. Even still, that's the advantage they were looking for. Governor
Oh
has
my
him
god.
dead.
Oh, he's
Not going
dead.
to be able to reload quick enough. And Cruz still lurking within the smoke. Has a little bit of support, but they do have to be wary of other angles. Mizzino taking the fight. Not overextending. Doesn't want to give the game away. And the timing for
Cruz?
wasn't great, but he's still
Cruz!
both kills. Tex and Aspas gone. They now have an advantage.
No post-plant utility either. This has got to be defended with pure brawn. Inside the smoke, Mizzino. Oh, it's beautiful!
Oh my god.
Up until that point, but he got there in the end. Reload in, low HP on one.
Oh
but
my
Talon's there to
gosh!
take the fight. Talon,
Talon is insane!
Round, but they will be
Talon
the
is
first to
insane,
reach it,
what
now
the
taking
heck?
the lead at 10 to
Oh
9.
my
I
gosh,
really
dude,
doubt
Talon
this
is
defensive
insane.
comp. I did not think at 7-5 that they would be in with that strong of a chance, but now they're leading, and Leviathan economy in the dumps.
Yeah, and they're getting big plays from pretty much every single player. Like, I think Cruz was in a spot where you look at him and you go,
Oh, Primmy's mad.
yeah, I'm mad for him. Like, that's
I reckon if he didn't jump, he doesn't die.
But yeah, Cruz seemingly in a 1 versus 2, you go, okay, he maybe gets one, but the fact he then swings and takes out Aspas like that,
That's insane. It's number 4 in Pacific. It's number 4 in Pacific.
That's the smile. You're 10-9 up versus Lev. I think a lot of people's favorites for this whole tournament.
High
Maybe
expectations.
Genji. Maybe Genji.
Maybe Genji, yeah.
Maybe second.
We are in Korea as well. But for Talon, this achievement, already one they can be proud of, but they're not stopping here. A retake needed. But look what they're up against. Just pistols and Aspas on a Guardian. We've seen this before. It was the B-long push, and they were very quickly put to bed. This time, though, Talon have to go pushing into them.
Oh.
Don't seem to mind that all too much, though. TP down to the backside. Aspas is caught. That's the rifle stun for a moment. Big swing. In
Oh!
again.
Oh my God!
Dropping the one. And now we're down to
Oh my
Classics.
God!
That will be quickly dealt with. The defuse under King's nose, and he's honestly
Oh
just
my
having to
God!
fight it.
9-11!
11-9.
Holy shit!
And what could be Leviathan's
Oh
last
my God,
chance
it's
at
gonna
a
be
healthy
really
buy.
insane. This game is
Oh, yeah.
insane
This
already.
is do or die time. And I think for that matter, there might be a moment for a pause. I think
Yeah,
time for one.
yeah. He need.
Like,
He
you're
need.
not
He
out of the
need.
game
They
just
need
yet.
it. They need
Definitely
it.
still
They need this
opportunities,
one.
But again, they're struggling on this attack. It was something I mentioned versus G2, but I was like, okay, you're coming up against a comp that shouldn't be particularly good on the defense. I will eat my words because it has been. Governor, I think everybody looked at Primi, and to be fair, he's been fantastic, but Governor has been unbelievable in this server. Like, the fact that even a couple of rounds ago, he was sliding through the TP with a sniper just to try and get in and disrupt. And I think that's one of the fantastic things that
That's
they have
cute.
been willing to do, is this team is not looking at it as, oh, I'm going to make the play that wins us the round. It's, I'm going to make the play that makes Lev look at me so that my teammate can win us the round. And in some cases, Governor has then still won the round while doing that. Because if you genuinely believe that you could slide in behind someone with an outlaw and only have 2 bullets and win the round on your own, you're more insane than what we've witnessed so far.
And that's saying something. I mean, this has been an unhinged half, unhinged map from Talon, but that's exactly what they needed. If you,
No one else is
Oh
doing
my
this
God, Talon is
up to
insane.
Paperex are sat there going,
guys, why didn't we think of
interesting.
this?
What if we had in a clove?
But for Leviathan, you know, I think if they come in here and try to play conventional Valorant, they lose 9 times out of 10, if not more. But this composition, it has put them on the back foot. The attackers now having
Look
to
at that,
clean
look at
sweep
that.
back through, as we said. A lot.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Oh.
hurt. That's hurt. Calm was, I think, just close enough to get that sound cue. To have an idea there could be a man behind enemy
everywhere
lines,
else.
but they're focusing forward instead, leaving Calm to watch the flank.
Smoke's being thrown down from afar. Information definitely there. Looking like they're going to try and play this one as a retake, and you can understand why. Seekers are online, but also it's just that late positioning. Com actually has Vipers.
Nice try.
Out Cruz. It's not pretty from Tex. He's
Nice
only
one.
gonna get the one. He's done a lot of damage to Governor though.
Oh, nice one. Nice trade. Good.
Keeps things
Good
even.
trade.
The trade's back, continuous, and Primi.
Primi?
Careful, the edge of this smoke that's about to fade. Calm is waiting.
Ah!
Aspas is watching. It's left all onto Ban to try and fight back, but Aspas.
Oh, Aspas is insane.
will be there
Aspas is
for
back.
Leviathan.
Aspas is back.
They're going to close the distance down to 1, but economically it's not going to do a lot. Talon is still buying, and that operator's back.
That might not be the case for the next round, but yeah, you're right, Tom. Here, they're able to buy up. There's Viper's Pit online for both sides. Governor has his ult that hasn't really done.
Oh
There was no
God.
need to slow this one down. That's just rude. That's just
The guy is currently, well, on 20 and 14.
20 and 14,
And the
they're like,
kills of,
show the whip,
that you
show the
have
whip.
slowed down, because they didn't, I don't think they slowed down the like sick ult shot after he was slided. No, let's slow down the whiff.
Yeah,
Our
just doing him
production
dirty.
is toxic.
I love it. I love it. Oh, here we go. Aspas, he's
Oh
straight in
my
and
God,
straight
he
out.
got destroyed.
No one else able to
Oh!
save him. Mazino's gone
Ban!
through the wall. Ban's doing a hell of a job. And now you might even think about taking it another direction. Viper's Pit is up, blocking
Yeah,
out
Viper Pit
Column's
is there.
access to sight. And
They're gonna
indeed, the
rotate
spike
for
is
sure.
making its way backwards. Even then, okay, it is a retake from Talon on that side. Maybe the Pit can help out in the post plant. What's King 2 away? Won't be getting an orb all that easily. In fact, he might be getting an orb, but just from the death, down to 24 HP. He's ducking. He's made it.
Just about.
Let's
I
see
like the
Goth.
fact that Talon are not particularly committed on the A site. They've gone, okay, we're going to stack up again. This is something they've done throughout the half, is really take risks with where they're putting their players. But then
I think Goth gonna kill Calm in here.
Sense. You've got Dimensional Drift online. You've got the Overdrive for Neon as well. Like, these are ultimates that can take space so ridiculously fast. You go, okay, you can have the site.
Oh, I see.
And especially an ult like this, normally it's a death sentence. But with Yoru's ult, it's a little bit easier to clear.
It may help.
Yeah, it
Concerns,
may
though,
help.
Snakebite and Molly still online for the side of Lev. King playing far away, just looking to drop that in.
Nice one.
Stop them where they start. Let's see if the ult
I see.
is
He know.
catching them.
They
But
know.
it's going to have to be Partyy to do the damage. He sees the shorty. He knows what he's up against. Flash goes in. Second flash. And the spray from Calm doing so much. The commitment from Partyy gets him one, but Calm still breathing. And now a chance.
That's actually really hard. That's actually really hard.
This round was looking favored to Talon. They had it all. And the pits dropped. Ban's caught one.
Let's go,
With
Ban.
Pit down, he has to go quick. He has
He's,
to get on
yeah,
that here and now, and he
he's
realizes
saving.
There's just no time to root Calm out of position.
He's saving.
Looks like Calm might not survive, but he's done enough. 11 to 11. Leviathan have clinched that round out of the jaws of defeat.
I'm not even going to say Leviathan. Calm has clutched that round.
Yes,
because that was not only like the whole point of what Partyy is doing is just to block him. Like make sure that his teammates can get into the pit and fight while Calm is distracted. Calm is spamming into the smokes to try and stop the diffuser because I think it did get halved, by the way.
Yeah.
They're trying to defuse it while he is playing distraction, and then he runs in and just goes, okay, if I die, it's fine. I need to stop them defusing.
Hey, buddy.
And gets 2 kills from it. Really impressive decision making from the likes of Calm, who I'll say at times has had a rough game because he has been caught by some insane.
I honestly
stuff in
believe
this match so far.
at this
One of the things I
moment,
was always a big fan of Calm for.
Talon gonna close this up.
Way back in the day. Is his utility on a Sova especially.
I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna literally just
with the snake bite of
close
where
it
to
up.
put
Yeah.
He doesn't put it on the spike. He puts it right below him on the stairs, denying any opportunity from them to push him. But he knows that if he just keeps his spot safe, they're going to defuse the spike. Sprays away. His teammate, I think it was Tex right behind him, had to cover.
Yeah.
When you saw Partyy come out and the fact that Partyy uses up those shorty shots and can't find any success with it, I mean, that was just unbelievable play from Calm. You can watch that round back 5 times. I still wouldn't get bored of it. And on the side of Talon, they've taken a moment to compose themselves. We're in the home stretch now. We're going the distance, all 24 rounds. The question is, are we going further? Or is this going to be a 13 to 11, a crushing defeat for whichever team fails to make the mark?
I think for Talon,
This is intense.
they're a competitor. For Lev, maybe they're not as favored as people would think. I think Ascent is going to be the real proving ground of that. Weaponry, there's a gap or two. A judge for Cruz, I don't think is too much of a problem. They're going for this 2-man stack up in Hookah, just looking to try and hold on to that control. The thing is, ult-wise, nothing. There will be no ults unless Ban is going to get an insane multi-frag. And on the other side of things, Showstopper is close, and they've got the orbital strike.
Oh, they don't.
Got the site control too, but Hookah's still in the hands of Talon.
Where's he going?
He's gone straight in, and that was not the play. Tex was very ready for that one. I mean, Cruz's TPs have been interesting. Spray down, not great for Mazzino. It does damage, but doesn't take down the players. Aspas, though, with the wall bang does. And that's a little angle they weren't expecting. Jit Boy's up top. He's made it work before. He's pulled back some rounds. Ban on the side, luckily corrects in time, but he's the last man standing. Couple rounds in a row, tapping away at the head. And he's not going to get a free opportunity.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Mazzino, well, maybe he will.
Or maybe it's got to be
An
overtime.
on that. The 3 players to deal with, time against him, rifle in his hands, and economy low. Saving might even be the play that he's going for. The flash comes out at just the wrong time. 12 to 11. Talon seemed to be on the cusp of victory, but now they have to fight for survival on Bind.
Yeah, with 3-round streak. Finally, we're starting to see the stabilization. Also some big plays, but yeah.
Maybe he thought they were just sending in Wingman and they were playing long.
Maybe. Or maybe he's
wrong.
been watching Red Guard demos.
Oh, there was no need for that. There's no need for that. He's not even here, man. It's just rude.
That's okay.
Come on, make this much more fun.
That's like slowing down a replay of a whiff.
Yeah, no, it is. It's rude. 12 to 11. Talon have fought tooth and nail. They've proven that they can compete. That all becomes meaningless if you can't get it over the line. Aspas, Showstopper out. But speaking of out, the entirety of the opposing team are already set up for the retake. Ban, 1 kill will gift them Seekers, get them that information. The problem is the retakes have been solid. Molotov actually used early from King just to try and deny some of the space as they now attempt the retake to keep them in the
Oh,
match.
this is 5v5 retake. It's gotta be really hard.
Still got the molly that was fired out.
Ah.
King gets a double on the back, just swinging in every kill
GG's.
for Leviathan. Barely a scratch of damage, and it's left to
GG's.
back. Feels
That's
like
a really
the
good fight.
100th time, but he'll be shut
Still,
down
that's a
here.
really good fight.
13 to 11. Leviathan looked down and out, but they came back in the nick of time. And now Ascent, their map pick, is up next.
Yeah, they've had to fight through what was some truly insane rounds from the likes of Talon, who again have proven that they can compete. Either way, we'll be back after the break to see if they've got anything special for us over on Ascent.
The final hour. Superpower. Okay, guys. Ooh. Well,